let us try to understand how to unlock Swadhishtana Siddhi using the Aghora method. That is, in the previous video, I have talked about how to connect with the Uchishta Ganapati and Tripura Bhairavi using the Aghora method. So they represent the Mooladhara Siddhi, whereas the Swadhishtana Siddhi deities are Batuk Bhairav and Vikralini or Kamakala Kali. So how to connect with them in a rigorous manner, in a Aghora manner? Because many of my subscribers complained that they are not able to connect with the deities using love. They are not able to connect using the mantras. So this is a raw manner. This is a last resort to connect with the deities if they are not listening to you. So the way you can do this is first you have to get initiated for the Batuk Bhairav mantra and Kamakala Kali mantra. Once you get initiated for Batuk Bhairav and Kamakala Kali, what you have to do is you have to wake up in the morning 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. and you have to sit straight, close your eyes and start chanting the Batuk Bhairav mantra in a loud manner. Once you tell it loudly, then you have to go in a subtle, soft manner. So once it goes so soft that, so subtle that it must go inside the mind. It must not be on your lips also. There must be just lip movement, but there must not be any sound. So you have to chant somewhat like this. Yeah, in such subtle manner you have to start the mantra chanting. And wait, I'll relax a bit, kind of anxious. Yeah, while connecting with Batuk Bhairav, if he is not connecting in a strong manner, what you have to do is the same method. You have to bring the astral body of your own self. So that self is a weakling. That self is constantly thinking about the past, the future. That is our mind, right? It is constantly thinking about the past events. It is constantly thinking about, is worrying about the future. So our mind is not stable. So that mind is nothing but the astral body. So you have to bring that weakling, you have to bring that astral body holding its shirt like this, and you have to keep it in front of you. For example, in my case, I am bringing that mommy issue wala Aditya. I am bringing that guy who is always thinking about his past breakups. He is always spitting himself, who is always crying because his sex chats got leaked, all that. So you have to bring that crying, simpy, mommy issue wala astral body, and you have to bring in front of him and chop his head off in front of the deity. Again, not the physical you, I'm talking about the astral you. The astral you is constantly thinking about the past and worrying about the future. So you have to bring that self and chop it and remove its head off. So now the blood is spilling all over the place on the deity. The blood is splashed. It is what to say, the sprouts from the neck is spilling over the deity, and the deity is impressed now, because the deity doesn't like attachments. Because the more you are attached, more dual you become. For example, whenever you enter a relationship, right, if you are not emotionally independent, if you are not sexually independent, if you are not financially independent, then you will not be a giver in the relationship. You will be a taker. So whenever you are a taker in the relationship, attachments gets formed. For example, if you are not emotionally independent, then all your mommy issues will be projected on the girl or your partner. So what happens is you will start taking from the relationship. You will not give anything. You will always want to see that girl. You will always want to hear that girl. So you will be emotionally attached, and due to which, after breakups, you will miss her a lot. You will repent, you will cry. All that emotional drama will start. So that is why always you have to get into relationship only if you are emotionally, sexually and financially independent. If you are not emotionally, sexually and financially independent, then you have to not get into relationship, because if you are dependent, then you will be a taker. You will not be a giver. Only if you are a giver, then the relationship will work. If you are a taker in the relationship will break soon. Because, for example, if you show your partner or the girl that you are emotionally dependent on her, then slowly she will start she will start repelling away from you. She'll feel like, I don't want this person because he's taking too much of my energy, and all that will start. And she will start liking some other person, because that other person will be more independent. He'll be more emotionally independent. And that's why you have to always know that relationship will work only if you are a giver and not a taker. So that is why you have to be like Bhairava, that is Batuk Bhairav. You have to be detached from your carnal desires. That is, even if your carnal desires do not get fulfilled, you have to be okay with it. You have to always think about the benefit of your partner. You have to not think about the benefit of yourself. If you think about the benefit of yourself, the relationship won't work. So both the participants, you and the partner, must be always thinking about the benefit of each other, not one's own self. If there is any element of selfishness, then the relationship won't work. So always the relationship will work only if you are selfless. Even if the girl breaks up and goes away, even if your partner breaks up and goes away, you have to be okay with it within one day. The next day only you will be like, it's fine for me, it doesn't matter. So that level of detachment you have to have. So that is called as detached love. Detached love is the only real love. It is the only unconditional love. Attached love is not real love. It is dependency. It is conditional love. Because attached love means only if the partner is there, then your love is there. If the partner is not there, your love vanishes away. So that is not real love. So that is why detached love is the real unconditional love. So that you have to generate inside yourself. That is what Batuk Bhairav will teach you. So since Swadhishtana represents carnal desires, that is desire for sex, desire for a relationship, desire for a partner, so it represents all human relations. Swadhishtana chakra represents the need for human relation, need for sex, etc. So we have to be detached from this desire in order to get the Swadhishtana Siddhi. And that is why what you have to do is you have to first chant the mantra, initiated mantra of Batuk Bhairav. So you have to impress him by bringing that simpy nature of simpy astral body. You have to bring and chop it off in front of him, and you have to impress him by telling that I have sacrificed my mommy issues, I have sacrificed my simp nature, I have sacrificed everything for you. Please get into my Swadhishtana. So once you tell that to Batuk Bhairav, while doing the mantra japa, what happens is he will get impressed and he will get invoked in your Swadhishtana chakra. After that point, you are not the doer. The Batuk Bhairav is the doer, because you will be detached from all the relations in life. You will not be attached to anyone. You will be only the giver, because Batuk Bhairav is only the giver. He doesn't take anything because he is independent of everything. He is sexually independent, he is emotionally independent, he is financially independent, everything. So he will teach you to be independent. He will teach you how to be a giver in the relationship, how to be a real man. So that is why Batuk Bhairav is important. Once you invoke Batuk Bhairav inside you, then what you have to do is, this is also an Aghora raw method. What you have to do is you have to go inside the womb of Kamakala Kali. Kamakala Kali is the goddess, is the desire force of sexual energy. That is, she is the reason why there are inhabitants on all the planets, because all the planets require reproduction, and for reproduction to happen there must be sexual energy, there must be sexual desire. Without sexual desire there will be no inhabitants on any planets. That is why physical planets, astral planets do not require Swadhishtana sex, it requires Anahata sex. So I am talking about the physical planets. All the physical planet inhabitants require the desire of Kamakala Kali, that is the sexual energy. So that is why she is the governor, she is the one who gives us that desire, and due to which when you start chanting the mantra of Kamakala Kali, you will feel lot of sexual energy inside you. You will lot of sexual energy will build up inside you, and that is why always before invoking Kamakala Kali, you have to have complete control over Batuk Bhairav. That is why every time I initiate the mantra to my students, first I am initiating them with Shiva Tattva. For example, in the Muladhara Chakra also, first I initiated them with Uchishta Ganapati, because without Uchishta Ganapati, they will not know how to handle Tripura Bhairavi. Similarly, in the case of Swadhishtana also, first I am initiating them with Batuk Bhairav before I initiate them with Kamakala Kali, because without Batuk Bhairav, they will not know how to harness the power of Kamakala Kali. So that is why first, once you invoke Batuk Bhairav inside your Swadhishtana by sacrificing your simp nature, then what you are doing is you are going inside the womb of Kamakala Kali in the Batuk Bhairav form. You are Batuk Bhairav now once he gets invoked. Then once you become Batuk Bhairav, you have to go inside the womb of Kamakala Kali, and in that womb there will be lot of lustful thoughts, there will be lot of sexual thoughts going on. All the adult videos you watched, all the sex you had in life, all the masturbation sessions, everything will be remembered during the meditation process inside Kamakala Kali's womb. So inside her womb, even though all those thoughts come, even though all those sexual thoughts come, you have to be detached. You have to just watch those thoughts as like a silent watcher. You have to not judge anything. You have to not be attracted towards them, nor repelled. You have to just watch it and have no judgment towards it, because that is what Kamakala Kali represents. She represents the desire for sex. So even though lot of thoughts come, just watch it like a movie, without any feelings, without any emotions, without getting attracted to it. So that is what Batuk Bhairav represents. Only if you are Batuk Bhairav, only then you can handle the power of Kamakala Kali. Otherwise, if you go inside the womb of Kamakala Kali without the invocation of Batuk Bhairav, then you will get lost in that womb, because that womb will be full of addictive thought processes. That is why you have to be very careful before going inside our womb. And once you go inside the womb, you have to chant the mantra of Kamakala Kali. So both has to be done together in order to get the Siddhi of Swadhishtana. So first, that is the third month. Third month is Batuk Bhairav. Fourth month is Kamakala Kali or Vikralani. Once you get the Siddhi of both, you have to go. You have to practice this. That is, you have to go inside the womb of Kamakala Kali and chant both the mantras. You have to chant the mantra of Batuk Bhairav and Kamakala Kali together. It has to be something like this. I will give a demo. So in such a subtle manner, you have to chant. First loudly, then lip movement, then finally almost inside the mind. There must be some subtle tongue movement, but not lips. So once you do that, what will happen is the Kundalini will start understanding what you are doing. That is, the Batuk Bhairav and Kamakala Kali will get placed in your Swadhishtana, and your Kundalini will start learning how to channelize the sexual energy upwards. So this is the most important months, that is third and fourth month of sadhana. So in these months, right, you will learn how to channelize the sexual energy upwards. Otherwise, what happens is every time you perform a sexual activity like masturbation or sex, you are losing the energy. You are losing the energy through the Swadhisthana. And that is why you have to preserve that. You have to at least learn how to preserve that in these 2 months. Once that is done, automatically whatever sexual energy is generated, that will automatically go to your upper chakras. That is, it will get converted to ego, it will get converted to love, communication, knowledge, and finally enlightenment. So this is the way you channelize energy upwards, and always be the giver in the relationship. Always get into relationships only if you are emotionally, sexually, and financially independent. Otherwise, don't get into relationship. You will face breakup, a very painful breakup. That is what even I felt. I was not ready for relationship. That is, I might be spiritually knowledgeable. That is, there was a spiritual independence inside me, but there was no emotional independence. That is, I was emotionally dependent in my previous 2 relationships. I had mommy issues, and I was dependent on the girl for many things, due to which when it broke, I felt really bad. I got blackmailed of getting that is, my sexual conversations were getting that it was getting blackmailed, that it will be leaked, and all that created a lot of drama inside myself. And that is why you have to, whenever you become a YouTuber or something, right, you have to be very careful while before chatting. So never, it was easier before. That is, when I used to date before becoming a YouTuber, right, it was easy. I was getting rejected without any blackmails, without any problems, without any allegations. But nowadays, what happens is, if I get into relationship, I'll get blackmailed, I'll get labeled. So a lot of problems for YouTubers because it's very difficult to get into relationship once you're a YouTuber. So that is why this is not only for YouTubers, this is for everyone. if you don't want a painful breakup, then you have to be emotionally independent before getting into relationship. Otherwise, never get. You will create heartbreak for yourself. That is, you will be the one who is responsible for your own heartbreak. Nobody else, not the girl, not your partner. They'll make the right choice by leaving you because you are not still independent. Everyone likes to be pampered. That is, it is addictive getting pampered by your partner, by your girlfriend. It is addictive. So, but you have to not get addicted to that pampering. You have to be detached. I know it feels warm and loving, but still, you have to be detached. Because if you get attached to that pampering, then you're gonna face hell lot of pain after breakups. So, never get addicted to anything. The pampering or the emotional drama. Never get addicted to anything. Be very careful before you let your right brain conscious, that is your right brain consciousness, right? It is more of the Shakti Tattva, that is, it likes to indulge in desires. So you have to protect it. That is, your left brain conscious must always protect your right brain from getting addicted. That is, the Shiva Tattva, that is, the left brain, has to protect the right brain from indulging itself too much in anything. Otherwise, what will happen is you will be taken advantage of. So, always have that barriers, always have those boundaries, always protect yourself from the external bodies, that is, external influences. You have to be always protected by your left brain. You have to be always protected by your Shiva Tattva. That is why, if you see, right, during Satya Yoga, many people were attracted towards Vishnu. Both male and female genders were attracted towards Vishnu because during that time, even if you had mommy issues, even if you had anything, nothing would seem, unless you are egoistic, nothing would seem painful. Nothing would. But nowadays, it's not like that. You have to. Nobody is attracted towards Vishnu or because now the attraction is more towards Shiva. Shiva is because he is always detached. He is not like Vishnu. Vishnu is more of the one who takes people towards dharma. That is the cosmic order, the righteousness. But Shiva is not like that. Shiva is the one who detaches from everything. For Shiva, good and bad is same. Evil and holy is same. But for Vishnu, it is not like that. People must be good. People must be righteous. There must be virtue, and that works. Those things work in Satya Yoga. But Vaishnavism doesn't work correctly in the Kali Yuga. The Kali Yuga is meant for Shaivism, I feel, because Kali Yuga, there are a lot of bad things happening, and if you get involved in that too much, then a lot of dualities will be created inside your consciousness, and you'll be always in pain. That is why I feel Shaivism is the most suitable in Kali Yuga. Shaktism, Shaivism, more than Vaishnavism. During Satya Yoga, Vaishnavism is better because all are righteous, all have virtue, and all are going towards dharma in a Vedic manner. But this is a yuga where you have to go through the tantric manner, that is invoking Shiva and Shakti inside you. So that is why follow this. Be detached from everything, both good and bad. Don't care about anything, and don't be attached to anyone. So that is the only advice. Be like Shiva. You can observe the trend. If you ask any girl, whom do you like the most, Vishnu or Shiva? She will tell Shiva because that is the level of detachment you should have in order to get into relationships nowadays. You can't be that nice guy. You can't be that nice guys always get rejected. So don't be Vishnu. Be like Shiva, detached. But always follow dharma. You should follow dharma like Vishnu, because Vishnu is always required for dharma samstapana. Yeah, what I would suggest is be emotionally independent like Shiva, but follow dharma, that is righteousness, like Vishnu. So you have to be that nice guy inside. You have to be that Vishnu inside. But in your outer layer must be Shiva. Otherwise, you will be taken advantage of in this generation. In Kali Yuga, if you are not Shiva, if you do not have any Shiva covering, then you will be used. You will be taken advantage of. So that is why be the nice guy inside, be the Vishnu inside, but have a outer layer of Shiva. Yeah, I hope this video has helped you activate the Swadhishtana Siddhi. Once you activate the Swadhishtana Siddhi, you can chant the Kamakalam Kali mantra and Batuk Bhairava mantra on the glass of water, and also you can directly keep your hand on your Swadhishtana to cure it. All your sexual problems like erectile dysfunction or premature ejaculation or urinary infections, everything related to your sexual energy will be resolved. So that is why you have to have this Siddhi, otherwise you can't progress spiritually. That is, first you have to solve your health issues, then you have to solve your sexual problems, then you have to solve your anger and ego related problems in the Manipura, then you have to solve your love and depression related problems, then communication and speech related problems, then you have to solve your thinking related problems. Finally, you have to solve the existential problem. So that is enlightenment. So once you solve all your problems, right, you will reach that stage of enlightenment. Otherwise, if you are directly aiming for Sahasrara Chakra, that is enlightenment, then it will be incomplete, because you will not be able to spread the knowledge. You will just have the knowledge, but you will not be able to spread it in a manly manner. So that is what even I am facing. That is, I have the knowledge in the Sahasrara, but I'm not able to, I was not able to spread it correctly because of the emotional dependencies that I had. But now I'm trying to be the Shiva Tattva of all the chakras. Now I'm trying to be that emotionally, sexually, and financially independent man. So I will be that someday, and I will be that ideal guru someday. Now your guru has the spiritual knowledge, but he is trying to develop, he is trying to strengthen all his lower chakras. So even your guru is in a learning stage. Sorry. But anyways, all are learning, right? Whoever is in the human form, all are learning. See, the thing is, I can go beyond the Sahasrara Chakra without strengthening my lower chakras. But to be a guru, right, we have to have strong lower chakras. Otherwise, we can't handle the students. So that is why for an ideal guru, you have to have all the chakras in a strong manner. But for transcending, only the Sahasrara Chakra is enough. That is, only the Sahasrara Ajna Chakra knowledge is more than enough to transcend. So for me, transcendence is easy now. I can transcend anytime I want to. The only thing that is difficult for me is the strengthening the lower chakras. So I will do it someday. I'm doing it now also, because Revati Nakshatra property is that only. Their Kundalini starts from the Sahasrara. So my Kundalini starts from the Sahasrara, and not all nakshatras are like that. Because there are three types of nadis. That is Adi Nadi, Madhya Nadi, Antya Nadi. So only when we are strong in all the chakras, we go beyond the planetary vibrations. The planetary vibrations won't affect us. Astrology won't affect us, only if we are strong in all the chakras. If we are not strong in all the chakras, the astrology, the planet, Jupiter, Mars, Guru, Shani, Shukra, Buddha, everything will affect you if all your chakras are not strong. If all chakras are strong, no planetary vibration can hamper your spiritual progress. So that is why never get into relationship unless all your chakras are strong. Otherwise, you will fall a lot. Your spiritual journey will get hampered. Everything will get hampered. That is why be very careful before getting into relationships. That is what I learned from Batuk Bhairav. That is what I learned from all these Bhairavas. Because Krishna, Vishnu is always in love. They are always the people with mommy issues. They always consider everyone as their mom. because that is what Revati Nakshatra is. That is, the Vishnu Tattva is too much inside me, due to which I feel like all women are my moms. I feel, and that is why I get friend zoned and brother zoned or something. Because I consider all women as my mother. I don't know why. That Bhairava Tattva is not there. The one which is detached. So anyways, I'll work with this Bhairava Tattva. I'll increase my Bhairava Tattva so that I can be your ideal guru. I'll keep the Vishnu Tattva for bringing righteousness to the world. So we will make this happen. We will make Project Kali a very big tree with lot of branches. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll meet in the next video. Jai Mahakal. Ow, ow, ow. Wait a minute, my leg is numb.